There we go. We're gonna pop up mic one on. That is the number one thing that I like to do with a mixer. Use a powered mic, plug in my headphones. I can hear everything that I'm saying. I can hear everything else that's going through the mixing board.
Hi, I'm Naldo, and on this channel we do tech gear reviews, we do some vlogs, and some as an interface for streaming, recording stuff. In fact, I like as yet. So I think I know with my fridge stop making noise. If you see anything in the background, we thought that was probably my fridge. And then we have a 5 band equalizer which will mix the complete main out, so you can adjust the mix in the complete main out, and of course a headphone jack, right? Yes, so let's look at the digital audio player in the mixer. In the digital audio player in the mixer, we have previous and volume down, we have next and volume up, we have pause and play and mode, so you can choose the mode, so you can choose between Bluetooth, PC mode and USB mode. And yeah, it's pretty neat mixer. It's the Phoenix Pro PTX 15. It checking on Amazon, it goes anywhere between 89 US to 116 US dollars. What you can do is check any link below in the description. It selected the mixer as the audio, so here it is, the JIELI whatever, and it's mini mix. And then of course you still have other lines where you can play songs and you can play whatnot straight into the mix. So I'm gonna play a song now, just so nice and easy, beautiful. Speaker output uh 9, then you tend to get a lot of background noise from this mixer. Once you don't cross that level, you're pretty good and you're pretty safe. It's pretty clean otherwise. And if you're hearing some noise in the background, that was this Mac. It's a 2011 9. Then you tend to get a lot of background noise from this mixer. Once you don't cross that level, you're pretty good and you're pretty safe. It's pretty clean otherwise. One of the things that I definitely need to mention in this mixer compared to the pile that I reviewed a while back is that there's the balance and pan knob on this mixer. The balance and pan knob, how this can work, let's just say, I'll give you two scenarios. You're recording a podcast and you can put yourself all the way to the left, you pan it up all the way to the left, and the other person you pan it all the way to the right, so that way you have a separation. And you, right, remember there's the mode knob on this mixer, so we switch in the mode to, there's the record, right? So using this mixer in USB mode or flash drive mode, you can record or you can play back from that flash drive. So
Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can get more done with one. The quicker picker-upper.
Somewhere on a stretch of road in a town you've never heard of, there's a Chevy truck, and the person who drives it. Well,
Hey folks, welcome back. It's good to be here on the channel again. Hope you've enjoyed the run from the phone's output of the mixer here into the insert. A lot easier for me to go ahead and read this out. Yeah, 16 DSP effects that you can assign. There's delays and there's reverbs, and I think maybe a little flanger. No, it looks like it's delays and reverbs. Different various ones, ping pong delays, hall reverbs, room reverbs, different things like that. And you also have the ability to have Bluetooth. It's a Bluetooth mixer that enables users to wirelessly stream music from your iPad or your smartphone. Now, this does not connect to your computer via Bluetooth. That's the one downside with this, but it is able to read audio from your iPhone and most likely from your computer as well to play Bluetooth into this if you wanted to record along with it. These have different recording functions and things like that as well that you can go to, and playback functions as well. And I haven't tried this yet, but what I'm thinking might be good is to be able to have some background music coming from my computer audio into this mixer, going right back out into my audio interface. I'm not sure exactly if that would work or not, but that's one way I thought about capturing audio from the computer. Now, it also has some recording out RCA jacks. It also has the aux send and return, as well as an effects send here if you wanted to put any additional effects. You have your gain knobs, you have your EQ knobs, your aux and your effects send, as well as your pan and your balance. We also have 48 volt phantom power up here on the top, and that's what I'm using for this particular microphone, is 48 volt phantom power for this condenser mic. Also, we have solo buttons here, which are not mute buttons. That's one downside to this mixer. It does not have mute buttons, but you can solo and see what kind of gain and what kind of clipping that's happening. I think it's pre-fader, so that way you can kind of dial in your gain staging, so to speak, by using that solo button, depending on what you're wanting to try and test out. Right now, I've got the guitar going in the input 1, and it is going from the Helix LT. So I've got the Helix LT. Coming through to the input 1 here, this microphone going out to input 4 and giving it 48 volt phantom power according to the code at the end.
So that way, and then to the sides.
When you find out that your child has cancer, you feel helpless. Your mind is just
Of the chain. So it's pretty much plug and play. It's very ready to use out of the box. Comes with a decent manual. I do recommend reading over the manual for all the different various functions and different things like that. That was one of the tips that I definitely wanted to say was the effects. Don't forget to pull your effects level up.
This is a 4-channel audio mixer with power cable. This is a dark room, or on the I wish, I love when mixers have XLR main outputs.
Visit our part 1 video to check out the blue. Press next buttons to control the play, pause, previous or next songs.
I think this is going to be fun. This is a 4-channel board. Channel 1, 2, 3, and 4. So at the top, you have your input jack. Now this is a multi-purpose jack with gold-plated XLRs, which means you can either use an XLR cable like a microphone, or you can use a 1/4-inch cable for mixing something like a keyboard or guitar.
In this video, we're taking a look. One power adapter and one user manual. Having a closer look at the PTX15, you'd expect a heavy-duty metal chassis, but this is master output of the 24-bit dual in into my camera. So I don't have any monitoring set up. I can't hear myself, but this is your first mixer. This is a nice board to learn on, and then once you've mastered and ready to grow out of, I had a hard time convincing myself.
Mira esto antes de comprar una mezcladora. El video
15 is here for you. Plug in the power adapter and turn. Please select the mixer as an output device in the speaker icon. Then select track, click add new, and press the red dot to start recording. Please note that the PRX 600
The Fenix Pro Sound Console PTX15 is a versatile audio mixer with broad connectivity, seamless integration with various devices. Its independent control over each channel allows for precise adjustments, making diverse effects to enhance your audio, including 16 DSP effects such as reverb and delay. Effortless streaming is possible with its Bluetooth function, allowing.
However you book, first check Kayak to compare car rental sites and prices to find a great deal on exactly what you're looking for.
Did you know that the Beatles recorded some of the most popular music ever written using 4-track mixers? I'm here to tell you that this 4-track mixer is more advanced than anything that they ever used.
Want to fight about it?
Before I do all that though, there's one other. You'll save 5% at checkout, and then we get a couple of dollars. They play the part. But which part? Well, pretty much whatever part you need it to play. As this thing's designed and laid out, you can use it at home for your music recording studio. You can use it at home for your podcast. You can take it on the road for your podcast. You can take it on the road and do karaoke nights and Sweet 16s. And I'm just getting warmed up. Now you guys are probably saying, "This RJ, this is great," but you know what? How does it sound? Well, right now you've been listening to me since we got back from watching the B-roll. I've been talking to you through my Shure microphone, which is connected to the board through an XLR cable. Here, I'm going to show you what the board looks like. So you can tell me podcast, you can take it on the road and do karaoke nights and Sweet 16s, and I'm just getting warmed up. Now you guys are probably saying, "This RJ, this is great," but you know what? How does it sound? Well, right now you've been listening to me since we got back from watching the B-roll. I've been talking to you through my Shure microphone, which is connected to the board through an XLR cable. Here, I'm going to show you what the board looks like. So you can tell me how it sounds. Let me know in the comments, all right? I really need to know your opinions. As for my opinion, well, before I get started on that, do me a favor. If you made it this far, it tells me you enjoyed the video. So how about smashing that like button? It really does help us out with the algorithm. All right, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider the thanks button. The board looks like.
What's going on YouTube? DJ Pope back with you again for another review. Today we're taking a look at the top here, guys. You're going to get your power supply. Hang tight, just another require me to have delays and digital effects, but there is, this is the piece right here, the screen for your digital effects, 16 effects and studio monitor function. That's all done through there. All I can say, guys, is for a little small board like this,
I mean, we all do it. You see a line, have no idea what it's for, but your brain is like, should I join it? It's crazy, right?
Hey, let me call you back. I gotta...
Today, we're exploring the Fenix Pro Sound XLR and line combo inputs. Each channel offers dedicated controls for gain, EQ. The built-in 16 DSP effects, including reverb, delay, and hall, integrate seamlessly into your mix. Crucially, each channel has independent plus.
The Fenix Pro PTX 15. It also has a built-in Bluetooth feature. Okay, everything is plugged in. Time to record. And turn this on.
How's it going, everybody? Back one more time with another video. This one, I'm going to do a quick overview, we'll say, of this little console here. Fenix Pro sent this over to me. It's the Fenix Pro PTX 15. As you can see, it's 4-channel mixer. It's got an effects, it's got an MP3 and a left-right out. Also has a graphic EQ with what? 80 hertz, 350 hertz, 1K, 4K, and 12K. It's got a 3-band EQ. It's got the little effect sense and pans and gain or trim knobs up here. I have this connected to my MPCX. I'm going to just run a quick groove that I came up with and return here too. So anyway, I don't want to talk too much. I just want to play some things through this. You can have a listen to it. And
I'ma show off. That's my favorite. I'ma show off. That's my favorite. I'ma show off. That's my favorite. I'ma show off. That's my favorite.
pretty cool, right? Okay, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna solo. Let me see, just like a kick drum. Let's do that with the solo button, and just play it only. Then I'm gonna tweak the EQ here a little bit, and I'm gonna tweak these also, so you can hear, you know, some variations that you can get from this. Again, I'm gonna pull the vocal down, pull that bass back down, and let's hit the play button.
I've already dialed in a little bit. I boosted the low a little bit, the mids straight up, and I boosted the high end just a little bit. So I'm gonna go extreme with everything so you can hear how much you can do with these 3-band EQs. Okay, hang on one second. Here we go. I forgot it's in stereo. I need to be doing this for both sides so you can really hear the change. So we're gonna, you know what? I'm gonna put everything at unity, right at 0, right in the center, and then I'll start pulling stuff out. Here we go.
Oh, done already, babe? Thank you, babe. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Pretty hefty, right? I had a little bit of the effects in going, so I make sure I turn that back down. And now, you know what? I'm gonna leave the same thing running, and I'm gonna go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn on the whole drum pattern here. Let's take that off solo, and then we're gonna go over here to the graphic EQ and let you hear what that sounds like. But in the meantime, you know what? I'm gonna put these back at 0. Okay. And okay, here we go. I mean, that's a lot of difference, right? Here we go. Now I'll go back to the channel EQ.
That's my favorite.
That's dry.
I'ma show off.
Add the effects back in.
That's my favorite. I'ma show off.
I'm gonna turn it off for just a second and just do the EQ a little bit on that vocal too, so you can hear what that does, especially that high shelf. Listen how much crispy and clear that gets.
I'ma show off. That's my favorite. I'ma show off. That's my favorite. I'ma show off.
There's a Harbor Freight store in your neighborhood where we sell hardworking tools that always work with any pro or DIY budget. You see, we treat neighbors like, well, neighbors. Harbor
Day, evening, wherever you are.
How's it going, everybody? Back one more time with another. All right, that's it. Like I said, I don't need to go over a bunch of things because there are a ton of videos out.
Hey everyone, my name is Anthony Shea. I'm in a band called the Love Pools, and today I'm doing an unboxing. I don't know what this one is. Excuse me, number 1. It's kind of odd. I don't know what that is. Check. Okay. Got it. So here's how it looks. Right now the sliders feel very heavy. That's good. I definitely like heavy sliders. I've had lighter sliders just over a lot of use kind of go bad. so I have to kind of hold it up or it's going to be sitting here. So right off the bat, we have -15 low, -15 mid, -15 high. So these are the EQ bands. Really? Okay. He's the using, just so you know, the equipment. Final tap option. Anyway, I think the best thing to do is let's just plug it in and start playing and start messing around with the settings. And I'm gonna EQ it and adjust the sound to try to get the sound the best as we go along. I'm not gonna pre-do it because I think that's gonna be the most honest way to review the Phoenix Pro PTX 15. Hey everyone, so everything is zeroed out.
What's good, everybody? Today, look at what I got from my good friends Phoenix Pro. They sent me over this 4-channel mixer, so we're gonna get it unboxed and we're gonna check it out. So stick with me. All right. So let's get this thing low and high, but it's, you know, any female XLR. As in audio interface mode directly into my phone, so you guys are hearing and seeing everything, routing from the mixer directly into the video feed. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn channels 1 and 2 up slightly, and let's see if we can get some music coming through. So as you can see, the sound is coming through quite clear and crisp. I think that this 4-channel mixer is doing a great job. Let's kind of talk about some of the setup here. So we have 4 channels. We have an effect send. We have an MP3 level or channel. Then we have our master volume left and right. Not really sure why they split this. On most mixers, you'll see the master as one fader. So this is kind of different and unique, but it works. So there's also solo buttons on every channel. These little white buttons here, so you can solo individual channels. Now I do have a mini 4-channel mixer in my main studio, and I love it. It's USB powered. One of the things that it's missing though is the mid band on the EQ. So this one has it has a 3-band EQ, where my mini mixer only has low and high. But it's, it's only about yay big, and it's still a champ. It's still really doing a good job. But I do like that feature. I like how they've color coded everything on each channel, so you can kind of stay in some form of organization. You kind of know what you're touching. All your EQ is green. All your effect sends are yellow. Your pans are all, I guess this is like an orange color. Your gain knobs are all red, and so they combine the XLR and quarter inch into one. Most audio interfaces are set up that way now. So hopefully Phoenix Pro, you guys can maybe update that. I mean, it functions. The board functions, but we're talking about ease of use, quick getting the thing set up was an issue for me because, like I said, I just don't carry those types of cables. So I had to, again, use the headphone output. It's working, but I shouldn't have to sacrifice my headphone jack as a master out, even though it is a balanced stereo signal. It would have been
Master out.
those types of cables. So I had to, again, use the headphone output. It's working. It should have been a dual XLR to quarter inch type of connection. That male XLR left and right, but most people don't carry those types of cables. Most of us, we have quarter inch or XLR. So if you notice on most of the studio gear that we use, they combine the XLR and quarter inch into one. Most audio interfaces are set up that way now. So hopefully Phoenix Pro, you guys can maybe update that. I mean, it functions. The board functions, but we're talking about ease of use, quick getting the thing set up was an issue for me because, like I said, I just don't carry those types of cables. So I had to, again, use the headphone output, wave files, and play them. Unfortunately, this one, that's it.
When they're counting on you to take the big shot, shouldn't your phone coach you through it?
Wireless microphone that I'm using, so so that way I'm hands-free and I can kind of still accomplish the mission. But you can also, use this to do vlogs and podcasts.
Hoy para su canal favorito de YouTube les traje
Hey guys, so this is my other mixer I have. What I'm really interested in though is trying the USB feature, which I'm going to, and the Bluetooth, which I'm going to right now. So as you can see here,
So, many of you probably realized that, or probably saw, maybe, I don't know, about a month or two probably ago, I bought a mixer board. My hope is to be able to get 2 microphones going. Concerned because how do you ship it and you're not gonna, then the review would come to an abrupt end. So you can solo your channels, right? You can be like, solo just that channel. Solo just that channel. MP3 level, you're Effects. These must be your outs, left and right out. And these are your 4 channels in. Phantom power is on. Right? 48 volt. Nope. As I come back and forth between talking to you guys. So this mic sits over here now, and we're going to actually just turn this mic back on. So we'll slide that slider up. Except for that one, except for the FX send, which is all. And at the club, no. Cash, which is always something you and I are looking at, and it works really good, really good. I'm very happy. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave you there.
The world doesn't need another lavender latte kiwi apple teeny pouch. That's why we made Grizzly nicotine pouches.
I'm going to really quick go over a setup for karaoke that is basically rather inexpensive. Inch to RCA to connect the output to the speaker. The back of the one speaker. Different speaker, external sound effects. You can set your reverb. Just leave my main where I want it, and I control volume to the music.
I was here in the dark, awake with sun and cage. I was here from afar, and one resembled age. I'm still lost in the storm, broken, unchanged, but I know.
Hola amigos, yo soy Luis Cadena y en esta ocasión voy a estar haciendo la revisión de la
In this video, we will talk about how to use the PC function to record audio. If you want to monitor the recorded audio through the mixer, please select the mixer as an output device.
Pues tenemos acá los PTD10 de la marca Phoenix.
We're here, so we got them both up. I could turn up the effects on mic 1. We saw that in the intro.
When you shop in the Bonds app, you can count on delivery in as soon as 30 minutes.